Okay, good afternoon, middle school art students. This is Miss Tirado here with you. I hope you are all doing well. I miss being in class. I miss seeing all of you and just having that creative energy around me. So what I decided to do, I'm totally new to this. I'm sure you have seen some really cool YouTube videos out there on how to create different types of art pieces. You're all a lot more tech savvy than me, but just bear with me as I'm introducing this lesson that hopefully you'll be able to do from home. So today what we're going to be creating is a Zentangle animal. Let's go over what a Zentangle is. So a Zentangle is an abstract drawing created by using repetitive patterns, and they're usually structured within certain shapes or certain areas of your drawings. Okay, so in this case, there's Zentangles all over the place. There's different patterns, different designs within the structured area here, within my animal, and also within the background. Okay, Zentangles are meant, when you're creating them, they're meant to be relaxing and entertaining. They're kind of like doodles that you do in class, but you keep repeating that same doodle over and over and over again till you create these repetitive patterns and shapes. Okay, let's go over the objectives of the project. The first objective is you must use at least 8 Zentangle patterns. Now they can be patterns that you have made up, they can be patterns that you have found online. They can be repeated, so just like here in my animal, I went ahead and used this type of pattern here, and I used it also in the background, and that's totally fine. You just have to have a total of 8 within the foreground and within the background, so 8 total. You must use 6 types of lines, so you can use thick lines, thin lines, straight lines, curved lines, wavy lines, and bold lines. These are just some examples here. You can have different line types and different line qualities, and the reason why I added this list here is just for you to get an idea to create a variety, use a variety of lines within your piece to create that interest. Okay. The third objective is you must have contrast within the artwork. And I know we've been working with contrast in class, not only with color, but with different textures as well. So you can have contrast, like I said, with different textures, different Zentangle patterns. Okay, you can have contrast by putting light colors next to dark colors, and you can also build contrast by using complementary colors. Those of you that forgot what complementary colors are colors that are opposite to each other on the color wheel. So when you place these colors next to one another, just like I did here with the green and the red, it creates that sense of contrast, or it makes the colors stand out. Okay, and some examples of complementary colors are yellow and violet, red and green, orange and blue, and you can even use some of those tertiary colors as well. So yellow, orange, and blue, violet, red, violet, and yellow, green, and so on and so forth. Okay, so contrast is the third one. The fourth one is it must be neat, which I don't think we'll have a problem because a lot of you are very neat in class and take your time when you're creating projects like this. You're all very meticulous and really good at working with tedious types of work. Okay. And the fifth one here is you must use up all the space on the paper. Just like my example, I filled up the foreground with Zentangles and then the background with Zentangles. So you're going to be expected to do the same for yours. And the last and most important objective is to have fun. Okay, so I want all of you to be able to find a place at home where you can just sit down and just work on all your Zentangles and have fun. This is not supposed to be something that's stressful. It's supposed to be it's something that's a lot more relaxing. So if you find yourself that you're getting a little bit frustrated or you just can't quite think about what pattern to do next, I want you to just pause and step away from the project, go do something else, and just come back to it whenever you're ready. Okay, middle school, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get focused. So find a place where you can work from home. It can be on the couch, it can be on the table, it can be anywhere that you feel comfortable sitting and working. After that, go ahead and draw a string. It can be a string with zigzag lines, it can have curved lines. It's totally up to you. We are going to fill these different shapes up with different patterns and designs. Now, when you have created your string, I mean, your shape can look something like this too. I mean, totally up to you how you want to create it. Okay, so we're going to fill these different shapes here with different patterns. Now I'm going to upload this pattern handout on Dojo, so you can use this one as a reference, or you can actually go online and look at different Zentangle patterns. Okay, you're gonna find some really neat ideas out there on the internet. There's some really neat YouTube pages as well that show you how to create Zentangle patterns, and believe it or not, some of them do have names. So I have this book here that I like to use. It has a lot of really good resources in here. There's a little Tangle directory that shows me all different types of Zentangles, and I can refer to them with names and the page, and it shows you how to create these step by step. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can go ahead, like I said, go online, use your resources, and find out, just research and look at some of these different patterns. Okay, and here is my first Zentangle warm-up. So as you can see, I actually created my very own designs here. I used this design from the pattern page, and this one here, it's actually a design called Cadent from the Zentangle book. So I can go ahead and post the name on that, so you can actually, if you want to create that type of design, you can do it as well. So keep in mind that when you are working on these designs, they're not supposed to be something that's stressful. So and there is also no wrong way to do them. So just kind of doodle and let yourself just kind of go with the flow and relax, and see what designs you come up with.